Good morning, it's Lara here. It is a fantastic Valentine's Day today. So happy Valentine's to everyone. I just wanted to jump on this morning because I responded to a post in another Facebook group today all about that inner saboteur that we have, that thing that holds us back from achieving our hopes and our dreams and our desires. Now, I know that if you're watching this, you've definitely got goals that you want to achieve. You've got dreams about how you want your life or your business to be. But sometimes, you hold yourself back from actually making them happen, from making them a reality. And there's a good reason for that. You may find that you start to exhibit behaviours like procrastinating. You put things off. Things have to be perfect. All the stars have to be aligned before you begin. There are all these things that we do to internally sabotage ourselves from actually getting what we want, from achieving our goals. And there's a really fundamental reason for this, and you're definitely not alone. As human beings, we want to be liked. We have an innate and primal need to want to belong to a tribe, to want to fit in, and to want to be a part of something. No matter how introverted or extroverted you are, there is a basic human need to belong for safety, security, and survival. It goes back to early man, even to our reptilian brain, that we need to feel like we belong for survival and security. And so what can often happen is that when we start to go on this personal development journey or on the journey to create our own businesses, or both, then what happens is we start to make changes in our lives. We start to do different things. We become different to the people that we were. And that actually scares the people around us. It can frighten them a little bit because they want us to be as we've always been. Now, I'll give you some examples of how other people can sabotage us, and then I'll talk a little bit about the ways in which we do it to ourselves so that you can identify and understand them and then maybe take some action to prevent it from happening in the future so that you can create the business that you want and the life that you desire. So say, for example, here's some of the things that you might hear other people say, which is an expression of their desire to keep you, as you are, to keep your relationship with them on an even keel, and to keep them safe as much as you. Okay, so you decide that you want to release some weight, okay, and you're out, and maybe you're at your family's house, and your mum said to you, oh, look, have some cake, just one won't hurt you. Or you're out at a bar with some friends, and your friend says to you, just one more drink, just have a drink. It's Friday night, relax, you've earned it, you deserve it. So while they may be caring on the outside, externally caring about you, they're perhaps a motivation for saying those things is they want you to be happy, but they want you to stay the same as well. And they're really things that are counterintuitive to you actually achieving that goal of releasing weight. You may also hear people say, you're fine as you are, you don't need to lose weight, you're fine. And that's okay, but if it's your decision to actually pursue that goal, to get to your right size, slender body, then go for it. Do it. Set the intention, create a plan, and make it happen. Another example, and this is a really common one, particularly for people who start their own businesses, is that people may not really understand what it is that you do, what you're trying to achieve, and particularly if they're risk averse, okay, if they have security as a very high value. So you may, for example, hear people say things like, oh, I saw a job that you may like, or I came across this, or my friend's hiring, or, why don't you get a part-time role for a while? And that's all well and good. Again, it's motivated with positive intention, but it is potentially going to sabotage you in your efforts. Why? Because even if for just a day or half a day or an hour or a few minutes you entertain that thought and you start to imagine what having a job would be like as opposed to continuing with your own business, then that energy and those thoughts go out into the universe, and it may be that then helps to delay your actual success in business because you're entertaining thoughts about doing other things. You are not focusing on what it is that you actually desire and taking action to make that happen. Now, of course, if you decide, actually, it's a really good idea that I do get a part-time job while I'm starting my business, brilliant, because those opportunities being presented to you are really going to help you to move forward. Okay, so there's some of the things that other people may do that may potentially derail or sabotage our goals, dreams and desires for moving forward. And again, it's all done with love. The intention there from them is with love. But the key is to actually really be focusing on what it is you desire, be able to talk to people, your friends and your family, about what you're looking to achieve and the reasons why, and get them involved and engaged in it too. One of the stats that interested me really recently was that a lot of us have online businesses. I have an online business. And the percentage of friends and family members who actually support or buy from online business owners is minuscule. It's really, really small. And that astounded me and it saddened me. And I started to wonder why that is. And I think it comes down to a lack of understanding about what we do, and also about an understanding of how they can help, how they can support us, how they can help us to identify potential clients, how they can help us to get our message out in the world. And it's simple things, but then it becomes something that we can do to educate them, to actually say, I'm going to be posting about this, or I'm going to be doing a live on that, or I've got a new product launch, or I've got a special coming out at the moment, and getting them to really support that by, liking your Facebook page, sharing out information, letting their friends know as well, and spreading the word. And I'll be doing a separate post on that because it's a really important one and quite dear to my heart about how do we engage our friends and family in giving us that wonderful support that we as business owners need. And even if you're not a business owner, if you've got life goals that you want to achieve, how can they support you with those as well? Okay, so how do we sabotage ourselves? We do it through procrastinating. So if you're someone that will put things off till the last minute, or not do the things that you need to do, or not be consistent in your business or in the steps that you need to take to achieve your goals, then that's sabotaging. You can do things like over-researching. If you're writing a blog post, you could be over-researching all the different angles and everything so that it doesn't actually get out there into the world. Or you could be studying, if you want to lose weight, you could be studying every different type of diet and permutation of exercise and diet and mindset and all that out there without even really beginning. You're not taking the action that you need to take. It may be that you're a perfectionist and things are never just quite right. Do you know where that comes from? That's your inner saboteur holding you back, preventing you from taking the steps forward that you need to take to make it happen, from taking the steps forward that you need to take in order to create that new reality, in order to achieve that dream or make that goal happen in your life. So my key tips for all of this is really around three key things. One is that, as with everything, business life, get clear about what you want. Get clear about what your goals are. Have the absolute clarity so that you can visualize it, rehearse it, that you know what your ideal day is like, that you know in your heart of hearts. You can feel what you want. You can see it. You can hear it. You can smell it. You can taste it. It's a complete sensory experience for you. You are so clear about your dreams and desires. Really, really important. And obviously, Create Your Dream Life Sister, which is one of my programs, is all about, it's the ultimate clarity course, all about getting right into complete clarity about what you want. Now, the next thing is that you need to find your tribe. So hang around with people who are on a similar journey to you. So it may be a Facebook group, like the She Makes It Happen Facebook group. It may be a group of people who are doing exercise. It may be a meetup that you find online. Find your tribe. Find the people who are striving for similar things to what you're striving for, because they will be your support. They'll keep you accountable. They will be the people that will bring you back on track when you stray. They'll be the people that will, be a shoulder to cry on, a cheerleader to cheer you on with your successes, and maybe a swift kick in the pants if you need that too. Now, the other thing that I really want you to do is, once you've got clarity and you've got your tribe of supporters about what you want, is to really get accountable. And being accountable, again, is about perhaps having a tribe like, my mastermind program, or it could be making sure that you've got a plan in place. And having a plan, it's one of my pet things. Got to have a plan, okay? You've got to have a plan that outlines the actions that you need to take in order to achieve the goal that you are going for. You need to create a plan to make it happen, and you need to take action every single day You need to work out whether the actions you're taking are working or not. Having metrics in place is really important for that. Simple ones, I guess, if you take the weight loss example, are things like, is the number on the scales going down? Are your clothes feeling looser? Do you have more energy? Okay, whatever your goal or dream is, put some metrics in place so that you know whether the actions that you're taking are working or not. Use your sensory acuity. Is it working? Isn't it? Get feedback from all kinds of sources, external and internal feedback. And if things aren't working for you, then make the changes that you need to tweak and change it so that you can actually achieve and get on track to achieving what you desire. And I talk a lot more about planning in a couple of other groups that I have. She Makes It Happen group. We have some planning resources, and also I'm relaunching my membership site with lots of planning tools for life and for business there. So the keys are: get clarity, find people who are on a similar journey to you, and then create a plan that includes the action steps that you need to take to make it happen. Use your acuity, monitor and measure how you're tracking towards your goals, make changes if necessary, and then keep taking action. Because in reality, the only way that you achieve your desires, the only way that you make your dreams a reality, the only way that you make your goals happen is by taking inspired, dedicated action every single day. You do that and you'll make it happen. I'm Lara Young. If you've enjoyed this and you know someone who would benefit, please tag them below or share it with them. I'd really appreciate that. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.